All right, so I'm really excited. I'm recording now. So this is our first official chat for June. I know we're starting. Usually I start like the first Monday of every month, but where last month, like there's like sometimes like 1 month there might be like not 4 or 5 complete weeks, and so we get pushed back a week, and then we get pushed back a week, and so this is actually like the second Monday of the month, and I don't know how that exactly happened, but it did. So I want to do a quick check-in to see how everybody's doing, what program we're following, what plans we're following, and all that jazz, and see who needs help where, and all that stuff, so I can post the information in the group or do individualized video chats. But something that I wanted to go over first while you're listening to other people talk, I want you to think about the answer to this question real fast. So my coach, Jen Greenberg, she sent me a packet. Actually, it had like several little things in it, and it was for my 3-year coaching anniversary. So this was a few months ago that I had these, and they're really cute. They're like seeds of intention. So basically, these little seeds of intention cards, daily intentions for living on purpose, and they're really cute because it says, "May the seeds you plant today take root and blossom. May you know joy.com." And so, like, different days, like, I actually will, like, read through them sometimes. And I think you're only supposed to technically read through a day, but I cheat because I'm a big fat cheater like that. And so, like, for this one, it says, "For today I dance. Today I speak my truth." So sometimes if I get to one that I feel like really resonates with me, I'm like, all right, like, where can I feel like I can speak my truth? Because there are a lot of things that are outside of my control in this life. And I'm sure you all have come to know that in your short years on this earth. But where can you speak your truth? Whether that is in your own personal life, whether it's in a platform, whether it's social media, whether it's in your church, whether it's with family, or even if it's just like in a diary. So like I sometimes will journal some of these things on how I can basically live with purpose, because I feel like a lot of the times, especially being an extremely introverted person, it's very easy for me to close myself off. And this sometimes will help me step out of my comfort zone. Like this one says, "For today I know that I'm beautiful." And it's like, when I read, but do I really know that I'm beautiful? Do I feel beautiful? And so I can journal, in what ways do I feel beautiful? In what ways do I feel like I'm holding myself back? But anyway, the one I picked today was, "For today I honor myself." So I want you to be thinking about that. And later, toward the end, I want everybody to talk about a way that you honor yourself. And if you don't know of a way you honor, that you don't honor yourself, or respect yourself, or however you want to answer that, it's very open-ended. I want you to think about ways this week you can honor yourself, because I know that we're all in different parts of our journey, and so we're all going to have different stories and different walks of life. And so some of us may be, doing A+ in the area, and some of us may be doing big fat Fs. You want to sit on mommy's lap tonight? This one here took a very, very long nap, so she is not ready for bed. So, but anyways, I'll start. So I am currently doing 2B mindset, and currently meaning I'm still not done with all the videos. But the great thing with that is you can still be working the program before you're completely done with them all, because you can be implementing some of the tips and stuff that it shares along, that it teaches you. And you and Daddy were watching some of the videos the other day too, weren't you? About eating healthy and drinking what first? What do you drink first?
Water.
Water, that's right. And what do you eat most? Juice. You don't even drink juice. Veggies, because veggies are supposed to fill up the tummy. And so also just implementing that with my kids, and it's not just coming from mom, but it's coming from a professional, if you will. No. You can go get your cup of water if you want something to drink, okay? So I'm following that. I have been horrible at it this weekend, but that's okay. And I say horrible because I know like you can't really cheat on the program as long as you track it and write it down. But this girl has not been tracking anything and have not been writing anything down. So I have been doing horrible at it, and I have not worked out. Well, I do plan on working out before I go to bed. I've been doing the yoga. A 3-week retreat has turned into like 5 weeks, but that's okay. I will get it done, and one day I'll be able to say that I did the yoga retreat. But it's just the last 3 or 4 days has not happened. But that's kind of where I'm at. I plan on finishing the 3-week yoga retreat.
No, not at all.
And also the new program, Lift 4, is coming out. I actually believe it's available now. I have to look at the details. But they have a preview workout right now available where you can do it. It's 30 minutes. It's 4 times a week, which is the only reason it appeals to me. Because y'all know how much I love to not work out. So I'm like, I can do that. It's like 32 workouts, but in an 8-week period. So I'm like, I might be able to do that. But my husband did it this past week and said it was one of the toughest ones that he's pushed himself. So that is kind of what I have on the forefront of doing after the yoga, is doing the 2B mindset with Lift 4, with the hubs, and going from there. So Janice, you want to share what you're currently doing?
I am doing the 2B mindset. I'll be honest. For the past couple years, I've been doing Weight Watchers just because, that was working for me. But with this new 2B mindset, I think I finally quit my Weight Watchers membership just because I like this. It's shaking things up and everything like that, and it's a lot easier. It's more of that ratio, so I don't have to weigh, don't have to measure, but I still get that guidance of, kind of eat this, don't eat that sort of thing. And especially with the app coming out, it took that was kind of the last holdout, so that it makes it easier to track. So I've been doing that, and then I've started doing size because I love my dancing workouts. So I've done that one, and today I was so proud of myself. There is another a separate 4-minute little section to where it runs through all 8 of the steps, I guess is what you call them, 8 movements. I don't know choreography. I don't know terminology there. But so basically I added on to the workout and did the whole routine again, because you do it again 3 times. And then I'm adding out of the yoga studio, there is a little 10-minute post-workout stretch, just because with size, the cool down and the stretch, it's not really there as much as what I need it for me. But it's fun. I'm actually kind of enjoying it, and yeah. So, but that's what I'm doing.
How about you, Amanda?
Me? Oh, I didn't know if it was another Amanda. Well, right now, I am following the 2B mindset. I am doing that. When it comes to exercise, I kind of had a little accident last week, the day after we ended the May challenge, and so I can't wear shoes yet. So I'm doing yoga right now. I degloved the back of my heels.
Oh.
So I tore off all the skin on my heels.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is day 7 after the incident. So I'm going to do yoga until I can wear shoes. And then once I can wear shoes, I'm going to do my hammer and chisel, because, that's what I love.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, with the hammer and chisel, I feel like it's one of those programs, it does take a long time for you to start seeing results, I feel like, because it's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not hardcore, but it's one of those, if you do it, if you love it, you love it, because it has a mixture of the cardio, the lifting, if that makes sense. I have a couple of friends, my coach Jen, that's her favorite program. And then I have several friends that's just their favorite, because it's not one of those in and out 21 days or in and out in 30 days, where it's high intensity and all this craziness. It's, I guess, I don't know. I've not done it.
I'm going to do
those programs more than 30 days.
I'm just going to do the hammer one. I printed off the 30-day program because I just absolutely love Autumn so much. I was like, oh no. I like Saji, so I just printed off Saji stuff, and I'm just gonna do his.
You're funny. What about you? Well, there is another Amanda in here now. I was just thinking that. So Amanda Porter, she's new this week. You want to introduce yourself to everybody and tell them how amazing you are?
So I'm Amanda Porter. I'm new. I think I'm going to follow the 2B mindset as far as program food for nutrition wise. I'm still dealing with some back issues. I've been diagnosed with spondylolisthesis in my lower back. And so my doctor described it to me as a broken vertebrae in my lower back that floats, and then it pushes and pulls on the nerves. So the only way to really fix that is surgery, and we're trying to avoid the surgery right now by stabilizing my spine. So my doctor hasn't released me to do any full workouts and things like that. So right now it's still just super light stretching, and I can do walking, but I have to be careful how much I walk, because if I walk for extended periods of time, it starts to build that pressure back up in the base of my spine, and then I lose feeling in my so right now my exercising is just walking and light stretches, and that's mostly just involved with trying to stretches to just keep my back stretched out so that I'm not compressing on those that bad vertebrae. That's kind of where I'm at with exercising. Definitely didn't follow the meal plan today because it was a hectic day. I had another appointment with my doctor this morning, and then I didn't get off work till 6:30, and then I had a meeting at 7:30, and I had to go get gas before I could go to my other meeting. And then I had to leave that meeting to be home back in time to get to this meeting. But today was a crazy day. So starting tomorrow, it's definitely getting back on track. I haven't started the book yet that we're reading because I was waiting, so I'm really excited to read that and talk through that book with the ladies.
Awesome. What about you, Skylar?
Still sticking with the same food plan that I've been doing. My husband and I plan about a month ahead, so I kind of know what to do with groceries. Doing the T25. Been having to take it easy the last few days on doctor's orders. Was doing okay, and then I pushed it a little too hard Saturday and basically re-aggravated everything they told me not to re-aggravate. So, because I actually went in for a colposcopy on Wednesday last week. And if you're not aware of what that is, they basically take a high-powered microscope and lights and put it all up in your business and do a cervical biopsy. So, wasn't supposed to be jumping around, and I jumped around a little too much and been kind of laid out for a couple days because of it. But
when they tell me not to jump around, I'll be like, all right, I'll be in bed. I'll see you later.
I felt great. And then I did a workout in the morning, and we went. Yeah, I was just doing fine. I did a workout that morning, felt great, went to a concert, came home in pain all day Sunday. So
It's that concert that probably did you in.
yeah, kind of walked out of there with actual shoe prints in my calf. So it was a little nuts.
Well, I do think it's awesome that, like, when I heard you say you all plan like a month in advance, like that. I mean, I don't want to say it's crazy because it's awesome. It's crazy awesome. But I know, like, where you work so much and like you travel, like you have a super busy schedule. And
yeah, I mean, I get basically 3 hours a day at home without sleeping. So if I have to run errands or anything, so
I think it's awesome that you know what it takes for you all to be successful, and even if that is preparing a month in advance, you do it. I don't know if I could say that for myself or many other people. A month is pretty intense, but I think it's awesome. What about you, Samantha? Now that you're back from your little rendezvous?
I mean, I can't say that over the weekend I did so good. I mean, but we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere and just enjoying it. So, I mean, I didn't get semi okay, but we had our little snacks in between. I wasn't exercising out there clearly. I mean, I was walking, like, and stuff. But,
Yeah, girl, you know you did some exercising. It was an anniversary trip. You know they're better. That counts.
yeah, well.
No kids? Well, except for the little Boy Scouts, you know, during the tornado warning. Other than that, you know.
Crazy. Yeah, there was too many kids in there in one little building, and I was not having it. But we did it. We survived. I mean, there was actually 2 tornadoes that touched down about an hour south of us. So which is actually closer to our house. Because, I mean, we were an hour north of where we live. And so it was literally like 10 minutes south of where we live. 2 tornadoes touched down. So, but this week, probably not tonight because I am totally starting tomorrow. I'm wanting to start shift shop. I mean, it looks pretty intense. But I mean, I'm going to try it. I mean, if I'm going to give it a go, and if not, I might switch to do something different.
There is a modifier for it, and like I always say, if you can't do the modifier, modify that. And then modify that some more if you need to. But there is a really good modifier with that one. But it's going to make you out of breath.
I'm sure. I watched a little bit of it just like, you know, to see what it was. And it looks fun.
Yeah. Chris Downing, he's actually pretty awesome. So I'm in a group with a couple of other coaches. It's like the mastermind. And one of the chicks did he does this like group thing called The Power of I Am. I don't know if it's like because he wrote a book or if it's just something that he does. But anyways, she absolutely loves him after going through it because she just really got to know him and stuff. So I've heard he's a wonderful guy. I've met him once or twice and gotten pictures with him, but I don't really like know him. But I've heard he's pretty awesome. And I've heard Chip Shop is pretty awesome too. So
it's hard. It's hard. I did it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Well, you know what you could do is do some videos and post them in the group. I would love to see some of that. What about you, Andrea?
I'm following the 2B mindset. As far as exercising and working out goes, I haven't quite decided yet. I have increased our walking on the weekends. We bought a zoo pass this past weekend to go to the zoo. I did over 12,000 steps on Sunday, which is unheard of for me. And with that, they have a hill that's about a 12% incline that you usually can take the trolley up. And I looked at my boyfriend. I was like, you don't have to walk with me, but I'm walking up this hill. And so we walked up the hill. He wasn't happy with me, but he did it. And then we walked down the hill again, so we didn't even take the tram at all. So I think I'm still undecided on what I'm doing exercise-wise, but I know that I've got my goals that I'm keeping of, like, no elevator at work, which I've done for almost a month and a half now. The little things to just, if I at least don't get my workout out, and I know I at least accomplished one thing that day of achieving the goals. So,
and you know, that's okay. Like, if you aren't able to commit to an exercise program right now, that's totally fine. You know, what I would probably recommend just to do something is maybe say, all right, I want to do 2 or 3 workouts a week. It doesn't have to be from the same program, but that way you can at least start getting in the habit or at least start experimenting with some of the different workouts to see what you would enjoy when you want to choose something. And that way you're not like dead set on doing it 5-6 days a week. So one day you could do yoga, another day you could do PIO, then you could do a dance cardio, then so it's like that way you're at least kind of getting exposure to some of them. And when you are ready to commit to one, you already will have an idea of what you want to do. I'm hungry. Okay, go get your snack. Go ask for food, okay? So that's what I would recommend with that. And that's not even something necessarily you would have to do now, but I would say, if you are wanting to pick a program within the next month, if you did 3 a week, I mean, that would be, 9, 12 workouts that you can do, at least doing one here to there and seeing what you would like to do when you want to settle in. To be mindset, I know they say you don't have to do a workout program, but here's the one thing that I've learned in my journey, and you all may not feel this way, but like I've talked with so many women, and if you are on this earth, you've heard of keto or you've heard of all these other miracle diets that can help you lose weight very quickly without exercising. And it's brilliant marketing for like to be mindset. Oh, no exercise required. It's extra credit. That's great. But losing weight isn't going to really like make my life any better per se. Because I can still lose weight and I can be skinny fat, or I can still be weak, if that makes sense. What's really going to create the confidence is the strength that's going to come with working out. So yes, it's great to lose weight. It's great with all these other things, but really it's the working out that's going to give you better endurance, more confidence, strength. You're going to be able to honestly live longer and have a healthier life because of just your muscle tone and everything. And the reason why I say that, without getting too far off on a tangent, is that most of the people that are in nursing homes right now, it's because they can't even lift themselves off the toilet. They just don't have the upper body strength. And so if you think about, if you're able to at least have a little bit of muscle tone to, pick yourself up off the ground if you fall, or pick yourself up off the toilet, then you can basically create independence for yourself much longer than what you would have if you were just skinny. Does that make sense? So it's really creating that quality of life and not necessarily the quantity. Because who cares if you're skinny if you still can't pick yourself up off the floor? I truly believe that I can still be considered obese or overweight and still be strong and fit and healthy. Much healthier than a lot of these skinny people running around who couldn't pick up a log off the ground, or something like that, So obviously there is that fine line of where your size can affect your lab results and all that other stuff. But I definitely think you can be strong and healthy and bigger, or however you want to describe it, all at the same time. And I think a lot of that comes with the physical activity that comes along with it, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily being skinny, it's being strong. Because I'll tell you what, even as a bigger girl, like if I'm able to do something that's more than someone else I see that's skinny, I'm like, got this. Or if I see workouts and like I see Autumn picking up a 15 for something, I'm like, I'm picking up a 15 or I'm going to pick up a 20 and I'm going to show that bitch how it's done, And she doesn't know me from Adam, but it's like within myself, like, obviously she probably could outlift me, when it's all said and done. But at least in that moment, I feel like, I got this, because even if I'm losing or using some of my body weight to lift it or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm getting it done. Oh, I got 2 minutes. So, hey, Amy, do you want to share what you're doing now and how things are going for you? Can you hear me? I don't know if she can hear me. She's muted. Well, we can go on around. And so how would you answer the question for today? I honor myself. Who wants to go first?
Well, I guess for me, it's something simple as like over the weekend, I did my nails. That is something that I haven't done for a while. And it was, I pushed cuticles back, and all that fun, got rid of the ridges, shaped them. And it's not like that was anything big or major or anything, but it was just something that now I'm kind of going, I look down and I'm like, oh, yeah, those look good. Like when I'm doing my workouts and whatever, I'm like, oh, yeah. Then I look at my toes. Now I know I got to do my toes. But, I mean, it's just something, simple like that is, it makes me feel better about myself, and probably nobody else but me notices it. But it's for me.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, there's some of the simplest things can truly make you feel so good about yourself. Whether it's, I would say even like just painting my nails makes me feel really good. Who else would like to share?
I feel like for me, the biggest way I do it is knowing that honoring my choices that I make. So like there are those goals that you make for yourself that you're like, you could easily go back on those. Like I said, mine personally is no elevator at work and no soda. So where I could go, oh, my hands are full, I'm going to take the elevator. I choose to pull myself some days literally up the stairs and not use that elevator, or to go to what we have at work called the snack shack, and they don't have any cold waters in there. So today I got like a lemonade because otherwise all they had ice cold was a soda, and I didn't want to do that. And so that's my biggest thing, is that self-validation of, okay, you know what, I may not have accomplished anything else, but I've accomplished at least one of my goals, and that's how I make myself feel better. I at least did one of the things that I set out.
I love that because I was thinking about my answer, and I'm like, I've not been honoring myself because I've not been holding myself accountable. Like, there are so many things, like, for instance, like you, like, taking the elevator. Nobody wouldn't have to know. You wouldn't have to tell anybody. That could be your little secret with yourself, that you took the elevator and that you were drinking soda, and you could just, don't ask, don't tell policy. One of the things, it's like, like I had a great weekend. It was busy and everything, but all in all, like, I haven't honored myself or my journey like the last month because I have not made the time. I hear so often people like, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time to work out. I don't have to. And if you're a coach and you invite people to get healthier with you, you get rejected all the time, and you're going to find so many rejections. And the thing is, a lot of times I find myself with those own rejections. Well, I don't have time to finish the videos. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time. And I'm like, no, like, I will not fall victim of the whole crap where I don't have time to take care of myself. And it's like, that's the perfect way for me to honor myself, is to get the shit done that needs to be done. I'm only kidding myself and my family, and everyone around me that loves me. And I think that there are a lot of things, like, I know what I can get away with and nobody would have to know. I know where the candy stashes are in our garage, or where my husband hides them. And it's like, I could easily get away with getting in every candy stash that's in this house, and nobody would ever know. Same as I could, I don't know, like, not, basically not making myself into the 2B mindset videos, or making myself get up and do freaking yoga or whatever else, I want to do, work out for the day. So it's one of those things. It's like, I have not been doing the work that I know that I should be doing. I've not done near as much as I know that I could be doing, because I'm making excuses. And so that's the way I definitely, not just today, but more so this week as well, is my number one goal is to get finished with the 2B mindset videos. Whether that's I'm watching them while I'm cooking dinner or whatever. Like, I wish I could listen to them in the car. I mean, I guess I could, but they're videos. But it's just one of those things, like, that's how I'm going to honor myself this week, is by finishing those videos. Because all the time, I'm one of those people, I don't ever usually go 100% in until I feel like I'm completely, everything's ready to go. I never was good at scrapbooking because I always felt like I needed that extra scrapbooking tool, or I needed that tour gadget because I didn't want to start my page until I had everything I needed to do. I didn't want to do painting because unless I had that painting class, or I had that art tool. Couldn't do photography because even though I had $2,000 camera, I didn't have all the lenses I needed, or I didn't have all the skills I felt like I needed. And I feel like that's been a recurring theme in my life, is like I always start stuff, but very rarely do I finish it because I feel like I have to have all my ducks in a row. And that's BS. It's a lie that I tell myself. So done is better than perfect. So that's for me. That's how I'm going to honor myself, is non-negotiable. Before I go on my trip to Haiti, those videos are going to be done. Anybody else? Anybody?
Sorry, I had a bad connection earlier.
Oh, that's okay.
It's been a crazy day here. We've just lost 50 rooms at work for this weekend, so trying to replace them to keep revenue up is kind of crazy.
Oh, really? She works at it's a hotel or motel? Hotel?
It's a hotel. It's quality. It's a Quality Inn. And we had a big bass tournament coming in this weekend, but they canceled it due to our river. So, and we just got this information about 30 minutes ago. Anyway,
That
a
stinks.
little stressful.
So how are you doing? I'd asked you earlier. So what's new in your life? Are you doing a program right now, meal plan? Oh, I think so.
And I actually started it back when I first joined and liked it and got sidetracked, as we discussed. But I actually am back into it and really like it.
Well, good.
I laugh at myself because I'm not coordinated, but it's something we do. I've got my little boy doing it with me, so we'll do it
Oh, fun.
and laugh at each other while we do it.
You know, I think it was Country Heat, or it was Country Heat. Like size 2. I literally would trip over myself. Like I fell a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But well, we have like less than a minute left, it says. So are there any questions, comments, concerns of anything going on? Anything at all?
The only thing I was going to say was on Clean Week, she takes a lot of her moves from a lot of the different programs, and she'll tell you, hey, this is from this program or that program. So that one's kind of fun or interesting to do if you're trying to figure out what to do.
That's a good idea. Look at you, Jan. You're such a good coach.
And then the 20s is another good one because there's such a wide variety, which is where Megan, who does the Clean Week, it was a reality show. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that, but there was a couple of them on there that was interesting, and they're short, and my favorite is bar one.
Week is 30 minutes, so that's another good option, Andrea. Like, if you were looking for like a workout program to see what you might like to try, is Clean Week. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I was going to share. I feel like there was, but I don't remember.
When should we expect our success partners?
Tonight. So behind on messages and everything, and this will probably cut me off any second because it will cut me off automatically. Like I literally was not allowed to touch my phone for like 3 days. So you all will get those. I will tag you all tonight. Good question. Good question. Because I honestly had to know that. I had thought about it earlier and I didn't get around to it. So I will do that right after this. So I will upload this video and we'll do success partners. Sometimes I like to wait a couple days to make sure everybody that's going to join this round from last is in. And so I think I just